This segment is brought to you by Powerade. Pause for power with Powerade. Minute Maid. Real like you're at home. And Dasani. Connect mind and body.
The Los Angeles Lakers failed to hold a 17-point fourth quarter lead against the Indiana Pacers on Monday evening, collapsing to a buzzer-beating shot by Pacers rookie Andrew Nembhard, who drilled home a 25-footer over LeBron James' outstretched arms as time expired. The game ended 117-116 in favor of the Pacers, who were registering their 12th win of the season. Lakers head coach Darvin Ham took the blame after the match. This is what he said. That falls on me. I'll take responsibility for that. It's not going to always be like this. We're going to turn the corner. I didn't come here to lose, but there is a process to go through. Lance, we see, of course, the Lakers losing that match, and they lost it by 1 point.
Not only that, they gave up a 17-point fourth quarter lead. It's not just a 17-point lead, but it was a 17-point lead in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And the Lakers fans were getting ready to celebrate what was beginning to look like a turnaround, because we saw LeBron returning from injury after a 5-game layoff and helping them to back-to-back wins Friday and Saturday over the Spurs. So the Lakers went into this game in winning form. And to be quite honest, if you're leading by 17 in the fourth quarter, it is heartbreaking to know that you would have lost after that by a single point.
Yeah, and they also got contributions from Anthony Davis. He had 25. Russell Westbrook came off the bench. Lance, he also contributed 24. So, it's a lot of, they need to do a lot of introspection, because for Orlando Magic team to come from behind and I think I have to say they lost it in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
It appears in the fourth quarter as if everything went a bit haywire for them and they couldn't find back their bearings, and that's not acceptable from a team like the Lakers.
No, and especially because they had started so badly, because they are 7-12 at the moment and are the third worst team in the Western Conference. So Lakers are really, really struggling. There is also, to his credit, a little pressure coming off Russell Westbrook, because in the past week or so he's been playing well. I saw a player grade of the team's performance last night, and they gave Westbrook an A-. I think Anthony Davis had an A+, certainly an A, but Westbrook was brilliant in the second half last night. And I think especially because he has been under so much pressure, deservedly, because he has not been good for them. It is a point of hope, I would think. I'm not sure if the Lakers fans are still embracing him, because most Lakers fans have given up on Russell Westbrook and they thought it was a bad move for him to go there anyway. I don't know if there is a chance for him to redeem himself, but there has been a sign in the past couple of weeks, coming off the bench, being used in a new role, that Westbrook may be finding his feet, because he was good last night.
And night before.
And the
so
night
I have
before,
to say, coach has found the way to manage a player like Russell Westbrook. Yes. And of course, it's benefiting the entire team. What I would like to say as well is I think injuries have played a massive part in the Lakers' defeat. Because we had, I have a list of all the injuries. AD missed the last game because of a bruised left calf. That's one. Then remember, LeBron James had suffered because of a groin injury. Now I'm hearing that after this match, he rolled his left ankle. So the players that you would expect to step up, they're not 100% fit. They're all carrying niggles, and I think it's also affecting them.
Yeah, that's true. LeBron he's going to be 38 next month, and still potent, we all know that. But the Lakers had won a couple of games without him last week when he was out. But LeBron in good form and injury-free is definitely a plus for this Lakers team. But it's just so difficult. The coach accepted responsibility for what happened last night.
But that's not enough.
It isn't enough.
But
every time I hear him talk, though, I hear confidence. I hear confidence that there's better ahead, somewhere down the road. And I think the Lakers fans are going to take him at his word, because they need that. They can't afford another season like last year.
Well, that's what coaches do, eh? It's their role to come out in the press conferences and not tell you that things are looking bad. They have to say that, else they'll be fired. Well, elsewhere, Kevin Durant scored a whopping 45 points in the Nets' 109-102 victory over Orlando Magic. The forward posted 45 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. After the game, Durant explained that despite his outstanding performance against the Magic, it was difficult playing against what he describes as a very athletic team.
I felt like I had to use a lot of my legs and my follow-through on a lot of shots tonight because my fundamentals had to be on point with this team because they can disrupt you on any action that I try to do. They got a lot of hands on the ball when they trap me, and I try to throw over the top. A lot against other teams, that's a pass gets through, but that long athletic team over there is tough to get free looks. So I just try to be fundamentally sound and get to my spots and knock them in.
Well, good stuff there from Kevin Durant, Lance. And what I will say is he seems to be really enjoying his game because when he scored, he was literally laughing in the defender's face. So you get the sense that, things have simmered down because for some time the Brooklyn Nets appeared very, very tense, and it had a lot to do with what was happening behind the scenes. So Kevin Durant enjoying his game. We see the best of him: 45 points, 5 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, and just contributing. And that's what you get with a Kevin Durant on a team. You never know when he explodes.
Yeah, 12-time All-Star Kevin Durant, and shot 19 of 24 from the field on this night. And pretty strong, 45 points, a lot of points early season, and season best so far for him, but we know he can do this again when the season gets later on. But as I keep saying, the Nets, following their disappointment, of last season, just not making any impact in the first round of the playoffs, the fans are expecting and demanding, I would have to say, a more potent run from the Nets this year, and their roster is good enough to give the Nets fans hopes that they can go deep into the championship.
Yeah, and KD, of course, in the last 3 games, Lance, he dropped over 30 points. So, his performances are consistent. And just to comment on what you said about last season, I think the Nets' downfall has always been the off-the-court issues. There's always something that affects the players, takes the player out of the team. And I think as much as people like to say, you're professionals and those things don't affect your game, look at the impact now that Kyrie Irving is back into the setup. Ben Simmons, after they had that meeting about how he was not performing and whatnot, he comes back into the setup, and you get the sense that there's a bit more harmony, and it shows in the results. Yeah,
he left the game in the second half last night, because of some knee soreness, so let's hope that isn't something that bad. Kyrie, I think, shot 20 last night.
It's too early for these injuries, eh?
Yeah, and he's young. Ben Simmons is a young, very, very strong, physically strong individual. So I think him remaining fit and remaining in good, injury-free will be key to the Nets doing well. And he has a lot to prove, Ben Simmons. His history with the 76ers, and coming to the Nets, he would want to, shed the ghosts of, his earlier career letdowns. And I think the fans are waiting for him to explode. Yeah,
Nets versus Wizards tomorrow. I want to say a walk in the park, but do you think they can keep this up?
Yeah, I would think so. As you pointed out correctly just now, there's something energetic in the body language of the Nets. If you looked at them last night. I love
to see KD in that picture.
Looking happy. And if KD is happy, it would suggest that maybe his immediate surroundings are fostering that kind of body language and that mental satisfaction for him. And as long as KD is happy and the Nets are in good mental shape, they should be able to keep winning. I think they've won 12 of their last 13, and I think they're on a streak, but not as good. I think it's the Celtics that have won 12 of their last 13. But the Nets are in a position to be steady in the regular season and go for it in the playoffs.
Well, maybe if they keep this up, they might get my vote. Let's go to break, Lance. Remember, I don't have an NBA team just yet.
Just yet? What are you waiting for?
Playoffs.
This segment was brought to you by Powerade. Pause for power with Powerade. Minute Maid. Real like you're at home. And Dasani. Connect mind and body.